You know that I love to travel and I love markets, especially Christmas markets. And this one is a local market to me. So I want to take you to a little walk around and see what goods are selling this year.
Because I was born and still live in the northern part of Europe, our winter food culture is quite different from what you will find in the south or even central Europe. In winter we mostly eat the same kinds of food our ancestors did 100 years ago, things farmers harvested in autumn and kept edible through the cold months. That means fermentation, pickling, smoking and preserving in jars and cellars. Simple food, seasonal food, food that lasts and food my children stay away from because of the funky tastes. Roll the intro. I'm a creative still exploring the world and myself. Here to inspire you through everyday videos as an artist, designer, father, gadget lover and food enthusiast. Stay curious, get inspired and be creative.
Be creative.
Let's turn the camera around and check out what people have been selling. It's been raining like crazy. Ooh, look at this. Now that's an interesting one. And it's all made from clay. Horses and witches. Even cats. Of course, a big part of our traditions is smoked meats and smoked speck. The other thing that is very popular next to smoked meats are smoked fish. Different kinds. Here's a catfish. Salmon and smoked pork. And of course smoked speck. Well, I just bought these tomatoes and they are not marinated, they are fermented tomatoes. Because one of our biggest dishes of the winter is fermented cabbage. We eat it like this. Basically it's cabbage shredded with salt. And the second version is we steam it or we stew it. Also fermented cucumbers, marinated pumpkins, beetroots. Somebody's even making pancakes. People are selling even jewelry. Those are, I don't know, I even have to tell you what it is, but it's basically bread that has been cooked with garlic. Garlic bread, but it's like crunchy, it's like potato chips. Of course, you get your mulled wine. It should be snowing, but instead it's raining all evening, which makes filming quite difficult. Here you have wooden tablespoons, all different shapes and sizes for your porridge or soups. Of course, you have hats because it's winter and you must keep yourself warm. Somebody's playing an accordion in the background. Candles. Candles what are put inside little birch. Pottery. And here we have someone, blacksmith, selling his goods. Oh, I want to get closer. Door handles. Really nice. Different nails. I think those are nails. What is this? Local wine and local mulled wine. 9 euros per bottle. And honey and jams, I think it's different jams, cherry jam, something pickled. And this is one of the most decorated streets in the country. This is where people come to visit the city because it's very festive, but we're missing snow and it doesn't look that good. You can see this mostly it's edible goods, bread, even cakes. You can buy yourself a cake if you want to. Here are some cakes. One of the things we have a lot of is honey. I love honey, but I don't know why. I'm not interested of buying it in big buckets. I add honey to my morning coffee, so a small jar always lasts me like a month. Even more breads. Dark rye bread, This is made from wheat. And of course you can taste everything before you buy. And it's sold by the weight. And we have come to the main attraction, which for you is Santa Claus by the Christmas tree. You can take a picture and say hi. And then we have this golden alley with the angel wings at the end of it. This is the main attraction where people come to take photos, come to make selfies. Now it's just raining all the time. I'm soaking wet, but I wanted to show you this market because I love food, I love eating. For any person who is curious, looking for something new, looking for new cuisine, looking to buy something that you haven't tasted, I think it's all part of us being creative. I know my channel is mostly about art and travel, and Christmas markets are the thing, like an exception that I film once a year because it has such different variety of food that is maybe not so common in other world countries, and that's why I want to share and show you what is available to us here, what is our traditions, what we like to eat, what we buy. It started raining like crazy again, and this camera is not waterproof, and I just got it back from the repairs, so I'll see you inside. I'll show you what we bought, because oh no, I cannot risk to damage this camera, because we have to visit the Christmas market in Riga, which is voted number 3 of most beautiful Christmas markets in the world, so we must visit it. So at the end of this video I want to show you what we bought in the market or on the market. On or in the market? In the market, I think. So these are the fermented tomatoes I was trying to show you, but I have a problem. I don't think it's correct to say fermented. We call them cabbage tomat, meaning sour tomatoes, right? Basically, everything is made just with water and salt, but maybe that counts as fermented.
That is fermented.
That is fermented, because cabbage too, we call it sour cabbage, because it's sour. We don't call it fermented. Cabbage, sour, doesn't matter. Look, I just tried some. I wanted to try it with you. How it tastes. This one has a little sparkle when you eat it. It's like, it feels like a fizzy water, like champagne, like sparkling water. It's delicious, but you have to be. It's not marinated. It's a little bit more wacky, but we are used to it. But tomatoes are not that common. Usually it's cucumbers and cabbage. Tomatoes very rarely, because we don't have tomatoes in the winter time. Now, I bought chicken, and chicken is one of my favorite, smoked chicken. And smoked chicken is one of my favorite snacks all year round. Every smoker has its own recipe, but not so much for the smoking process, but for the marinade, because the chicken before going into smoker needs to be marinated. And which smoker has the best marinade, then you get the best chicken. And I always look for homemade smokers.
It's smokers.
Yeah, people who smoke meats. And it's always better if you add some of the vinegar. Then the chicken is a little bit sour again. Sour with a little smokiness, a little bit sweetness. This is very, very good. And this is belly of the pork. We're gonna use it for Christmas meal. We're gonna cut. Of course, you can eat it like this, or you can put it on a sandwich. But we're gonna cut it in small cubes. And we're gonna fry it together on a pan with onions and mix it together with gray peas. I'm gonna show it in a Christmas video. And that is our very traditional food that we bring up on the table for Christmas Eve. Almost every household will at least make a small portion of gray peas with speck. I don't use speck, I use belly, because you get a little bit of speck and a little bit of meat. I don't like to use only speck. And the final thing is this bread. And if I'm not mistaken, he said this is not rye bread, this is not wheat bread, but barley. And I'm like skeptical, really? I thought barley was only used to make beer, but he said this was made from barley. Well, smells different. It almost takes like, the texture is almost like a muffin, like cupcake, but of course it's not sweet. And this is the basic bread, we called it karasha, which again has double meaning, but I won't get into that because we also called cow poo karasha. I don't know why. This is interesting. I like it. I'm very, very into bread, and this is good. And this was only €3, which is very, very cheap for bread, for homemade bread. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this short video. I know, I told you before, I'm more like art channel, but when it comes to food, I must share, because we have different foods in Oh, like this right here, this is perfect. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Yummy.